Hello everybody, this is Mushan Gaming and welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. Oh, I was about to say that, man, the water just went from so soothing into just non-existent. But yeah, it's been a while since I've been able to stream. I've been so busy.
The news is spreading pretty fast.
And I know I had last time we did Honkai Star Rail, I was like, oh yeah, we're going to do it 2 days in a row, and then I didn't do it the next day. So yeah, this is kind of making up for it. We're continuing on in the Moon Rage arc, which is like General Fei Xiao's arc, and Yao Qing and Yunli and all their stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get more of the story done. Also, yes, like I need to show you. If you haven't seen my posts, I did get Bailu. She's level 60. I know a lot of people aren't into Bailu anymore, just because, you know, there's a lot better healers, but I've been doing pretty well with Bailu. Bailu, you know, is she's a dragon, so this fits my style. I got Fugui. That means I did complete her arc with Sunday, the Sunday and Tingyun arc off stream, so unfortunately you won't get to see that, but I do have her now. She's also level 60. Acheron, I'm waiting to level her up. She's like almost level 80, so she's so close. We got Jingliu up to level 70 as well. Let's see, where are the other new ones? Oh, I got Blade, so now I have my quintet. I finally have my quintet, and I'm so excited and so happy to finally have my quintet completed. Mighty, you already know I have him. Let me see, who else? Where are you? Oh, I got Jiaqiu. Don't even know if that's how. If I butchered it, please correct me. But yeah, I didn't realize, but he is also the same voice actor as Rengoku from Demon Slayer, and I got Castries. She's only level 50. Yeah, I kind of neglected her, but she has a dragon too, so she's really cool, and hopefully I will be able to level her up soon. I just haven't been able to get her on par with everybody, just because there's certain characters I want to be really high level. Also, I got Sela finally. I haven't been able to. If you don't know, I haven't really been trying to. It's been a long time since I started, but I didn't start when it first started. So when Sela came out, I wasn't playing, and then I started playing, and I thought Sela was cool, and then I was like, man, when is her banner gonna come in? But now we can like choose our 5 stars for our failed 50/50s, and luckily I got her, and I chose Locha over the Ruan Mei because I don't have Locha. But yeah, I think that's everyone. Also, I have Yukong. She is my favorite character so far, and I have her at level 80. So she is my strongest character right now by far. And you're like, why? Moosh, why is she a 4-star higher than every other character? You don't understand. She's fantastic.
The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
Ah, the homeland.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Is it all Vidyadhara native to the Luofu?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission.
That's interesting. I thought all of Vidyadhara were born on the Luofu.
It's kinda sad, isn't it? Everything changes, but somehow remains familiar. Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
Yeah, but I mean, Don Hung was banished. You were not banished.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, It's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the Ambrosial Arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the Ambrosial Arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Why is such a serious topic all of a sudden? We can't just make wild speculations about these things, Miss Slingshaw. I thought we were here to have some tea, but where's the tea? We're spilling the tea. That's where the tea is. We're not drinking tea, we're spilling the tea. Which is a waste of tea. Alright. Yeah. We'll be responsible and we'll say, why such a serious topic, Lingsha?
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yanqing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission. Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem, but was wondering if you could provide any insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha.
Which is always welcome.
The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights.
It's like, I didn't do anything. I don't think we did anything.
While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial Arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Jumi. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Now I take it back. You're just like Danhong. You're also banished and outcasted. My apologies. That was wrong.
And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence?
General Jing Yuan himself.
None other than General Jing Yuan.
Jing Yuan! No! General! Why would you? Oh my god. Oh no, not Jing Yuan.
What?
Oh no, I thought he was such a good guy. He was like to be lazy, but not, man. He's just like banishing everybody.
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
Oh boy.
Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing?
You know why. A smile tells.
Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back!
Who is this?
Waiting
Oh, it's
ages
Yun
for
Li.
you.
I was about to say, who the heck is this person? And I was like, wait a minute. She sounds familiar. Oh no. Oh no.
Yun Li! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission?
Oh no, we're gonna get a fight. The kids are gonna fight. We need to split them apart.
Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to...
Oh, he
Yuan
knows.
Jing.
He knows. Oh my god. Alright, we gotta stop this. We gotta stop the kids from fighting.
What a small world.
What is this? Number 3.
You stole my sword.
Oh my gosh. No. Yes. That's exactly how you should ask for it. Give it back. You thief. You sword thief.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Okay, stalking is a very strong word. We were with Lingsha. How could we be stalking?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yun Li, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours.
That's pretty harsh.
You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure. I can give it back to you now. On the battlefield, that's a whole different story. Poor flying sword.
We are we're really talking very deep about these feelings for these swords.
Fine! You don't have to give it back because I'll take it back myself!
Oh god. We're gonna fight. We gotta do something. Adults, assemble! Dude, separate these children. Maybe I should call the general. I don't know. General Jing Yuan might not do anything. Honestly, he's like, nah, it's okay. They're just kids. Let them be kids. Oh, to be young and at the whim of impulse. We've also been in the whim of impulse, I won't lie, so we can't say that. Oh, so this is a war dance. Yes.
Between these two, who do you think is tougher, Dan Heng?
Oh god, we're taking bets now, bro. Guys, we're taking bets on who's the stronger. We're encouraging violence. Oh no, this is supposed to be a wholesome stream and we're encouraging violence to these kids. Oh my god.
Get ready to separate them.
Yes, please, yes, Dan Heng, the voice of reason. I knew I liked you for some reason.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
You know what? The Vidyara are just, you know, they're just a cut above the rest. Look at them trying to separate them while the two of us, the protagonists and March 7th over here, are trying to incite violence. Oh my gosh, kids these days.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
Oh my gosh, he said here. It's gonna be somewhere else.
I didn't mean it in that way.
I meant it in that way.
Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right?
Oh, no! Lingsha, don't encourage it!
I received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations.
Okay, a contest, that works.
Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
You know what? You know what? Never mind. I take it back. I take back what I took back. You speak truth. And that's a great idea. Take out the abominations, not each other.
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
But it's more safe and less violence towards each other. Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be
It's the
friends?
Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh wow, now we're like, hey, since she won't, I'll do it for you, Miss Lingsha. Don't worry, I'm as a Cloud Knight, I will do my duty. Oh my god, this is getting worse by the second, guys.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
Oh my gosh. Children! Let's just work together.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring.
I know, right?
So then, shall we get going?
Yes, let's go. before they start punching each other's daylights out.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within 15 minutes wins.
Can we come into this contest too? To be honest, I don't want to play as the nothing against you two, children. You guys are very, very sweet and I'm sure full of youth. But I'd like to use my characters, please.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
She's got a silver tongue.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
Very true. we desire peace in the stream. Thank you very much.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
Oh my gosh.
So, are you both ready?
Oh no, I got it. Darn it. Okay, well we still get to play as our other characters, so that's fine. I guess Fei Xiao would work. I want to be Fei Xiao.
Looks like my predecessors left quite a mess. Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within 15 minutes wins.
I bet it's gonna be a tie.
Be
It's not
careful
gonna
when you draw
settle.
your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Watch, it's gonna be a tie and it settles nothing.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
It's gonna be a tie. I already know. It's set in stone.
Swordplay!
When Yulin takes action, she will use the attacks to defeat the enemy first. The number of enemies defeated by Ye Qing and Yulin is recorded here. Okay, maybe it won't be. We'll see. I won't do it. I feel like I have to do it a little bit early. But with the great Fei Xiao on our side,
You need to get stronger.
it should be easy.
That won't do.
The wind is rising. Bolt! From the boat!
A one-time enemy!
Okay.
Strike with heart!
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill.
Okay, we're doing great. We're doing good. We can win this. Not like it's a contest for us, right? Oh no.
You've got style with those.
Oh
moves.
no! What? She gets
You're not
one hit.
striking where it
One
counts.
hit. Oh no!
It's
Oh.
such a shame to see you misuse your sword like that.
Oh no. Okay, this is a little bit more.
How many can you block?
This isn't what I was hoping for when this happened. But she's all the way at the bottom, so
Gale Force! Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate! That's better.
Okay, it's
Blade and flight!
That won't do. You need to get stronger. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Spirit never dies.
I don't want to.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant! Victory!
I don't want to use that, but like she's gonna beat me if I. What the heck? She can defeat everyone with one hit? That's that's cheating.
Strike with heart!
Alright, we're gonna save Yang Ching's alternate for later.
The fearless knows not fear. Too slow. To the clouds.
Need a doctor?
Fangs and claws got dull. Never hesitate! I can take it. Gale force.
Time for sword
The
play!
wind is rising. Bullets from the blue.
Oh, still not enough.
Blade and flight!
I venture forth to hunt.
Then his.
Forever triumphant! Check. Victory is inevitable!
Practice is over. Swords descend! Through clouds!
Could this actually go into a tie? This feels like it's going into tie territory.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Hello, Anthony. Welcome to the stream.
Time to show you what's
How you
in
doing,
your
dude?
prescription!
I can breathe easy again.
Too slow. You're falling apart on your own. Never hesitate!
A one-time enemy! Let me tend your wounds!
Stay the course. I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant!
This is. I feel like it's gonna be end up a tie no matter what because she's always gonna take out two.
Down to earth!
Okay, we have to defeat this person first.
Fangs and claws got dull. The fearless knows not fear.
This is the for all the marbles. Okay, that's not great. 2-year anniversary! Yeah! Welcome, Laurinaitis. Welcome to the stream. Ruff, I got terrible news. I lost my Twitter account today due to some BS plug I logged out as well. Wait, so you lost your password?
Time for sword
Or like you got logged out, or like someone reported you.
Spirit never dies. Gale Force!
How many can you block? Blade and flight!
Yay, we won! Did you get Castries? Yeah.
Win, Miss Yun Li!
I did get Castries. She's still only level 50 though, but I don't have enough. I've been trying to level up other characters. I have so many characters. That's the only problem with having so many characters. Is that I can't level them all up. I don't have enough items to level them to the level I would wish to have them on. Congrats on getting the characters you got.
Lucky.
Oh, thank you.
Why
Appreciate.
don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out?
Oh
to
my
your
gosh,
grandma?
dude. Yeah, where was this? Oh yes, it's like that is a very good idea, Ms. Slingshot. Let's settle our differences with a respectable duel. Where did all that politeness go? Competitive streak just comes out of nowhere. It's like, hey, go cry yourself to grandpa now. Man, what a rude kid.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, as I don't have
Either
the
password
nasty
changed,
habit
my
of
email, or
snatching other people's
ported, as
weapons.
you said. I don't know, so I lost all my hard work. I mean, so if you put in your password, or if you put in your email or whatever, or your username, and then do forgot password, you should be able to like make a new one.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Oh no, this is gonna turn into a fight. It's gonna be a fight.
If you think you can just take this sword from my hand, go ahead and try.
I mean, it does belong to him, so technically, you should just give it back. Oh, okay. Yep, it turns into a fight anyway. Oh boy. Yanqing is not doing very well, guys. He is getting chased down. Yunlin blocking. Look at all those parrying. She is just a whirlwind of strength. Oh man, man, that's a point for Yunli. Oh, Yanqing doing a counterattack. Oh, Yunli grabs his sword and Fei Xiao. Fei Xiao wins. Fei Xiao just comes out of nowhere and wins. Think I tried that and it didn't work.
Young friends.
What do you mean well fought? I mean, Yunli was kicking the crap out of him. I'm not gonna.
However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
I managed to get Castries and Fugui. Yeah, so did I. I got all of them. I don't have all their light cones. I never really go for light cones, to be honest, just because I don't really want to be spending huge amounts of money trying to get one light cone.
Who are you?
Who are you? Nobody knows the Merlin Claw.
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will.
Nimble Foxian lady named Fei Xiao.
I
General.
thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during
General
my
Fei
days.
Xiao to you.
Yet here I am, able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all
Nice.
places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the War Dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Or we could just be friends. That is also a possibility.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and we were just sparring.
Julian the Vampire King. Question mark? Welcome. Welcome to the stream.
You summoned your flying swords, and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. Kids these days. And we just sat by and watched.
Here, Lady Fei Xiao.
And
Have
it's
you
like
finished your
we're
health consultation
respectable.
with the Dragon Lady?
We're respectable adults over here.
Grandpa always talks
I just
about
got off Overwatch 2 as well. Why I
believe
came
that you were-
in 20 minutes late. That's okay. You're here now. That's okay.
The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaqing?
He's like, oh my gosh, guys! It's the Merlin Claw of the Yaqing! Oh my gosh, can I have your autograph, please?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lafu, too.
You're famous, except they don't know what you look like until until someone mentions the name. They don't know. They never know what you look like until they mention the name. It's the name that makes you
course.
famous.
Everyone has heard of the Vanquishing General. Known to all and unbeknown to none.
Except those two, because it took them, you know, saying her name to actually know who it was.
Vanquishing General? Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it.
She is known as the Lacking General.
Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lafu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
And wink, rivals.
Sounds
If you want to be my rival, you know where to find me.
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive.
Yes, very
Now that
very
the
much
sparring
so.
session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Just like, we thank you, General Fei Xiao. But no, never. We will never see eye to eye on anything. That's
Here's your sword. Keep it safe,
Oh, okay.
or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
Oh boy. Humble
This
contest,
is how she
hopefully.
apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jing Yuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
I'd like to invite you to the scene. Sorry if my... No, you're good. You know, sometimes you gotta just let out how you're feeling. It's okay. This is okay to do that. As long as you're respectable and you don't go
Thanks for
overboard
stepping
with
in, General Fei Xiao. Otherwise,
nasty
I'd have had
comments.
to knock them out with
That's
my
okay.
incense.
I welcome it here.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here.
We don't do
And
freebies.
let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot. and get
Surely
some
you
fresh
jest.
air.
Surely you jest. You didn't even break a sweat. You just put your fingers out there, caught the blades. It's like, oh my gosh, I almost had to get tough after they they childishly were fighting over a sword.
Back already?
It's the
You've
Soup
met
Fox
with Jing
Man.
Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
It appears that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as a show of strength to convince everyone that the Luofu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
There is a but. It does sound like a but is coming.
But the influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors. One wrong move, and the Luofu could be in a world of chaos.
The Cloud Knights on the streets remain vigilant, so at the very least General Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
So what are you trying to say? That General Fei Xiao is lazy? It's like, yeah, you guys do this. I'm not going to do it.
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting in touch with General Jing Yuan, I wanted to put aside my assumptions and see his momentum. That includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
I cleared Apocalyptic Shadow, almost cleared Mach 12. I did a lot. Yeah, I did quite a bit too, but yeah, nowhere near that area.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force
I've just
of
been
its
trying
collective
to
momentum.
get a lot of materials.
Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
So I can like level up all the characters that I want.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You made me lose where I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Lafu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
She probably didn't prescribe hardly any medicine, honestly.
Well...
Oh my gosh. Dadgummit. Hold up. I don't know what's going on with this. Like, it's like every single time after 30 minutes to an hour, my thingamajigger capture card just freezes up for some reason. I got a new one, but that's what it's been doing like every single time, and I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's like the scuff just never ends. It just always finds me. It won't let me have peace. There. I'm back.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Hey, he opens his eye. Yeah, he has some nice eyes.
Well, life and death, Zhao Cho. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days.
See, and there's the title. There's the title of my stream. Reaching for the stars, because look right there. Fei Xiao is reaching for that star that's shooting. She's probably making a wish too. See, it all comes together. I knew that would happen. That's why I chose that thumbnail.
As long
or
as
chose
I can
that title.
fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care.
I did not hit the next one.
You asked if
My
I
bad.
view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Something spicy. I know it.
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Bet you it's Madame Yukong. Meanwhile, Jing and Cyrus... I'm reading that!
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome!
She's so cool!
I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
Uh-oh.
You think so too, right?
Yeah, these moves were fabulous. That general is totally something else. Oh yeah, the Zhenjiao swordplay is really good. Like, really, really good. That general is totally something else.
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Yeah. You did good too. Your multiple flying swords. It reminds me of Archer from Fate Stay Night, you know, where he summons all his swords from, you know. I'll stop talking.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled sword masters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
Most. Not all, but most.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master.
I don't think that
Daniel.
did any help.
By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
Something
I bet it's
important?
about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Zhuming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huai Yan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war dance.
That's a guarantee to happen. It wouldn't be a story otherwise. Also, I did the little seal challenge, so now I got bubbles. That's Bubbles right there. If you haven't seen Bubbles, I did a seal inner tube type of competition, and he was my prize. So now he can walk with me. Look at him. He's such a good boy. Such a good boy. His little silly sunglasses. Actually, I got new stuff. Maybe... Oh yeah, I have Fugway on my team right now. Should I... Haven't used Jing Liu in a while. To be honest, I was thinking about it. If I were to have a E6 of like a Ilum 6, who revives the characters besides Bailu? That's Castorise. Like, even if she's not in your party, like current party, if you draw her, she can revive you for a certain amount of turns until it's that person who was revives next turn, and then they die again. But Fugway is Tingyan. She's reborn. She's just goes by Fugway now, but she's still Tingyan in the story. But yeah, so Castorise. So if you don't have her in the party, she'll still revive somebody, and whoever dies, and you can heal them So, like, if you have Bailu in your party, she can heal them after they've been resurrected. So that way, the effect of Castorese's resurrection side effect goes away. So, but also, that also, like I said when I told you on X or Twitter or whatever, that you could resurrect as Bailu, and then you could, if you used Castorese and, like, say someone else dies in the party, Castorese will revive that person, and then you can just heal with Bailu or whoever you have as a healer. Obviously, the double res will have to be Bailu in your party, but yeah, you can use Bailu to heal them after they're resed, so they don't die again in the after it's their next turn.
Would you like me to relay your message?
Bailu is both cute and funny. Yeah, she's a rebellious Vidyata. Even though she is known as the High Elder. I don't know how old she is. Probably like 200 years old or something like that.
It's getting late.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Yes, we will tell you all.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yu Chui for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the lawful to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom.
No! Dadgummit. I'm sorry. I don't know why this keeps happening. Sorry about that. He just keeps doing it. I really don't know why. It's brand new too, so it's been doing that since day one. So I'm not really too sure exactly why it keeps freezing up like that. You haven't seen the Stellaron Hunters in a while? I mean,
There are fools who doubt your loyalty.
I did play
They're
Penacony.
happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others.
Okay, that's okay. No worries. Yeah, the Stellaron. So I played Penacony, so I did get introduced to Firefly, who is also a Stellaron hunter. Briefly to Blade in a few cutscenes and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know when Kafka and Silverwolf are going to come back in the fray.
But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Lawfu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
Plus, you got Blade, which is cool.
The Marshal is well aware.
He actually
of
works well with
Jinwei's purpose in
Castorise
holding
too,
the ceremony
since
and understands the
her
situation
ultimate gets built by
She
HP
mentioned
loss,
it because she believes both issues.
and since his special skill revolves around him losing HP, it also builds. Mide is actually better, in my opinion, to use that to gather her ultimate. But you can use Blade too if you don't have Mide or Mide.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huayan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
What's this? Uh-oh. Yun Li. Okay, we can't talk to her. Actually, Yun Li is pretty cool, too.
It's this case right here.
I'm not sure if she... I don't know of your opinion, but if you think Yun Li is better than Clara... Like, I still like using Clara, but I can't deny that Fei Xiao, or Yun Li is probably a little bit better when it comes to counterattacks.
There
and
will be numerous contests and celebrations.
Quick alt charge, and plus she gets 2.
The main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge.
So Yun Li is also pretty nice.
The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos.
Are we doing this?
Showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the Ringmaster.
He's like, no.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her?
Oh no, he's talking to you. He knows that Dan Heng is the Imbibitor Lune.
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Ju-Ming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yanqing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster, so it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
Oh, wow.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yanqing.
Oh, even Grandpa has been is stroking the flame between these two rivals.
I
The
know
plot
you're all
thickens.
about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Oh my gosh. Oh, stop it. Stop talking. All of you. Stop stroking this flame. It's going to turn into a bloodbath.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
Oh, burn.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Looks like Fei Xiao was right. It'll be either death or disaster when these two clash. Yes. Yes. Exactly. It'll definitely be death or disaster when these two.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Oh, March, shut up.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Okay. Well, so since we've already done the March 7th little mini game type thing when she was learning swordplay, we already know it's going to be March.
Well, Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
It's going to be March. Everybody looks at March.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope in giving
give up on me? And that'd be
Julian
so
is
embarrassing.
Yunli is better than Clara, but Clara still wins because she's got a robot dad. Very true. We cannot. Svarog cannot be taken down a notch at all. I do love Svarog. He is healthy. He is honestly. Clara has won me many of tight clutch matches, so I totally agree with that. Why don't you choose? Well, Dan Heng, we already know why. Just accept your fate, March.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
I wasn't expecting him to talk, but yeah, very true.
Yeah, I did say that.
I wish he would talk more, though.
But this is all happening so quickly, don't you think?
No.
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity.
So,
to see
Julia, what is
heights
your
she
team?
can reach.
Do you have a specific team that you're using right now in Honkai?
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a
Welcome
waste
to the
of
stream, by the way.
Yanshin and Yunli's
If I hadn't said
time?
it already.
They should be preparing for the ceremony. Oh, plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that mean everyone's stuck in a stalemate and unable to end their fights during the war dance?
Especially on choosing the lines. Yeah, I know, right?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be?
Very
Plus,
true.
What really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yang Qing?
Well, he's going to agree just because she agreed. He's not going to be outdone.
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be
Okay, I
qualified
take that back.
to teach swordplay to others? So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yang Qing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Also, Laurinaitis, what's your team so far looking like? Anyone who wants to chime in, you can tell me what your team is if you play Honkai. What team are you currently using at the moment?
Now that Yang Qing has agreed too,
For me,
it all comes
I'll wait till
down
this is
to
over.
Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
time for you to become the best sword master on the Express. It won't be a walk in the park, that's for sure. It's all up to you, though. Let's give her a boost of confidence. Time for you to become the best sword master on the Express.
At least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so confirming lore that March... This is lore right here. This is lore. So March shoots Kalis in the butt with arrows.
Hey, I've never missed my target.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that just that makes you sound even worse because you're always aiming for his butt.
Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General YN.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yun Li will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay.
I know, right? I wasn't expecting that. This is lore. This is actual lore right now that March never misses her target, so she has always wanted to shoot Kalis in the butt. Or Cyrus. Our guy's name's Cyrus, but his real name's Kalis.
Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
Huzzah!
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Hua Yan, smiling and silently, soon departs. Seated finally. Oh, gosh, I wanted to.
General Hua Yan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
Because it is. Don't worry. You'll understand in due time.
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yoon Lee and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Yeah, Yukong does use the bow.
Because General Hua Yan wants us to stick around on the Lo Fu for some time.
Ooh, reading in between. See, Dong Hong just knows everything. He can read in between the lines. You can't hide anything from those eyes. Those emerald eyes. But aren't we here to attend the ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Lo Fu's operations log that was given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Hua Yan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache.
Oh, man.
My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Yeah, no pressure. No worries. Answering a few questions is no big deal. Perhaps we should just pack up and leave tonight.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Hey, we are too. Don't leave us out.
Thank you, everyone.
Hey, that's what our friends are for. I need to level up Jing Yuan too.
I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Lo Fu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
In Arm Alley, Fei Xiao meets with her old comrade. Will you let me?
Illustrious Merlin's Claw.
I knew it!
Me.
It's Yukong.
And for so long, too. It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao. It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong? Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights. And I was a pilot of the Lo Fu's Rainbow Fall Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying. Really does feel like a lifetime ago.
I didn't even know they were actually in
I haven't seen you in
war
30
together.
years.
I thought you Fei Xiao was
After
younger.
all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell Resonance System every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu?
Pichu!
Kachio?
Yeah, it was Pikachu's pre-evolved form, Pichu. Very electrifying.
Jiao Cho. He's been
She
my
wasn't even
retainer and
close.
personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons.
Isn't she in prison though? So basically, everybody probably already knows this part of the story, but spoilers if you haven't. So like she comes back, and with Locha, apparently they were in cahoots with one another, and she like reunites the Cloud Quintet. Well, 3. Blade, Jing Yuan, herself. Yeah, that's 4. My bad. And Blade. And she just goes around, seeing old spots that she used to have memories of. And then at the end, her and Blade fight. And she beats him. And then they all go their separate ways. But she gets imprisoned for, like, forever, I guess. But shouldn't she be imprisoned right now?
The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule. Hule.
Hule?
Oh.
You mean that Hule? The Borisin Warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
Yeah, I fought this guy. I had to fight him to get some materials. So, kind of cheated. But, yeah, I've fought this guy before.
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Luofu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hulei's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns.
I like that picture, so I had to take a snapshot.
That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
Like these like anime type of graphics is just mind blowing to me. I wish there was actually an anime of Honkai Star Rail. I would watch it so good, so much.
It's all bad news.
I would watch every season.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo.
Okay, so that's the Fugway. That was Ting Yun's ship. So technically, I've already just ignore that warning. I have yet to fix that. So I've already done the Ting Yun and Sunday mission, so I'm kind of ahead, but I haven't done this mission, so there's a little bit of a gap that I'm trying to fill. I got Castoris by accident because I lost the 50-50 to Clara and did a 10 pull in the wrong banner, but I still got Fugway with like 60 pulls. 60 pulls, jeez. You know what? That was the same with Jiao Cho. Like, I was he was the last one I needed because I hadn't picked him up the first time, and it took me forever to just try to pull this man. Like, I lost the 50-50 and got Sela instead, and then it took me another 20 pulls before I was able to get him, but it took me a grand total of possibly 60 or 70 pulls before I was able to pull him. I was like, geez, man, Castoris and Fugway were easy compared to this man.
However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
That was probably Ruin Mei.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron Mei?
We have. One of the geniuses. After a day of running around, you finally arrive at Petric Inn for a well-deserved rest. Petrichor. This night, your relentlessness from meeting the general and the bustling crowd before the war dance keeps you from falling asleep. We're restless. Day 2.
I'm still feeling sleepy.
You're always sleepy. I wish I lost to Fu Xuan. I still need Fu Xuan to be honest.
Did I oversleep? Where did March and Donhung go?
She's the only 5-star 50-50, like normal 50-50 pulls that I haven't gotten yet. There they are. Yeah, Ruin Mei is nice.
There you are.
Why are you here too, Yanqing? What kind of master waits on their apprentice's doorstep? March, show some respect to your master.
It's an honor to learn from you, Master Yanqing. Oh, in all those immersions and novels I watched, when apprentices want to pay their respects to their masters, they usually bring fancy gifts, kneel, and bow. I'm really sorry, but I haven't prepared anything yet. Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
He said, stop calling me master. I'm not used to it. I'm
This
just an
is,
apprentice.
The first time someone has called me master. I need to, get used to it. Ahem. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best.
What
You
if
break your master's rules.
what if Yun Li or Yan Qing is the first opponent that she has to defeat? Like what if that is a probability? What will you do? March is always a good girl. No, that's called into question.
Is it too late for regrets? I'm already regretting my impulsive decision.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either, because I've never been a teacher before. So, Miss March, please behave and don't skip classes. Or complain.
You need to toughen up and train her properly, Master Yanqing. Don't go easy on her.
Yeah, she's just add fuel to the fire.
You're so heartless. By the way, where's Yun Li?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Oh, so they're not going to train together. They're going to do one at a time. March says ways to you and Don Hong embark on the first lesson. Okay, so we are training together.
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing. Master Yun Li, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
Oh, God. Well, March is all by herself now. We're not there to protect her.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu swordplay then.
Oh, boy. Will she be learning anything?
Rookie, let me show you how we Ju-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices.
What? Will March really be learning anything? That's what I'd like to know.
Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use. What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful! Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it. You're awesome, Master Yun Li! See? See? How can you compete with me? I'll teach March 7th the essence of Ju-Ming swordplay so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Yeah, so now that she has this, we should be able to switch to the hunt. Frickin' March now. I was using Castorise with Yun Li for fun, and all I hear is "yes, you." True. Very true. That's all that counterattack. If you have Yun Li, you're just gonna hear that all the time.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
It's probably gonna be swords.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you, but I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing!
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yunli?
The real competition is just getting started.
Remember, we're supposed to be teaching her swordplay so we can defeat one opponent. Please don't fight, or we will fail.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters.
That aren't getting along.
But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
Because they are. Moments later. Yay!
So what do you
The
think,
hunt is
Masters?
back.
Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
Alright, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Nope, you gotta learn by doing, March.
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Alright, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I brought in. For your first lesson,
I don't want to talk to you. There we go.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
He's like, oh, sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
That was a no. What? You brought in help? You're still inexperienced with your sword. Why don't you use your skill first and learn a few moves from me? Understood. Now I'll ask Master Yang Qing to teach me some moves.
Please have some tea.
By bribery. That's the support move, is
Wafu's
bribery.
swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
Right on time. Yes, you!
There you go. Julia, that was for you. Yes, you! And it's like, gives it, it's like, oh god. So I was hoping to have a stream where I didn't have to hear that. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, you must hear it.
Like this?
Well done!
Right on time. Yes, you!
I'm so sorry, you have to keep hearing this.
Strike with heart. What are you made of?
Ha! I could take 10 of you. Yeah!
Time for swordplay. Right on time.
I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Yunli is like Kara.
I get it.
Yeah, she is. She has the same techniques, or same counterattack ability,
Here I come.
or type of ability.
Melt. Descend to earth.
Time for swordplay. Blade and flight.
You'll make good practice. Here you go, Master.
We have to bribe them equally.
Yes, you.
Actually, we'll do this.
Swords descend. Mountains fall.
Awesome. All right.
Oh,
Check out.
I forgot she had her ult too. My bad.
I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing Lawfu swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, that's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her strength.
Right.
Seriously, do you actually know
Yeah.
anything about swordplay, or what?
Yeah, Yunli is a 5-star character, like Yaching.
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility, so what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding 2 swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Oh boy.
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, it does matter!
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
Alright, I called it. Knew it. I knew how these kids are. In Overwatch 2, Roadhog has no weaknesses. Hey! Yeah. He's slow. That's all I got. Yay! We can finally use the hunt. Which I have no... Wait, do I have a light cone for you? I do. I'm pretty sure. Where is it? I could have sworn I had a March 7th light cone for the hunt. I guess not. Okay. Congrats on getting the hunt March 7th. Thank you, thank you. Which one should I... I'll use this one for now, since it's already level 40. Because I'm not going to use Sela right this minute, so we can just use her. Oh gosh, we got... Man, we're going to start all over. Thank goodness we have a lot of these. I don't think I have any... I don't think I've got any of these enhancements. Okay, I do. Actually, I can do this. I have all these different items, so we can just use these. We got so many of them that I'm not really worried about using them. Besides, we can get more of these anyway. And it's also unfortunate is I was leveling up a few of my characters, like Yukong and Blade and Fei Xiao, that I don't have enough to level her up, I don't think. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's good enough for now.
Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off! Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off! Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off!
Okay, never mind. She's level 60, so that's fine. That's good. That's good. Alright, good enough. At least we're a little bit ahead of the game. Are we done fighting? Time marches on. I see what you did there.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance.
Her phone is still the same. I didn't notice that, but I guess I am.
The boy we've all met before.
I think
the other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming.
I think like even Kalis's, the main character's phone, never changes when he switches between destruction, preservation, and harmony. So it doesn't really matter.
Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag him into this, but he refused. Then I tried to rope Dan Heng in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills.
Oh no.
Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all.
I always thought Yaqing was a girl. I mean, yeah, because of the hair and like the feminine features. I could understand that. No, he's a boy.
Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Aren't they still docked on the Express? So they're not like far away.
Well done. Let's call it a day.
Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Maybe I have a chance to defeat my master. Yeah, right. Just watch. I'll win a fight when when the time comes.
Just you wait and see. I'll show off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of you proud.
But what if we face Yaqing or Yunmei?
March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, jeez. We were having such good progress, Yaqing. Why are you acting this way?
Oh, shut up.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades could improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
Oh, yeah. Pit them against each other even more, March. Jeez, read the room.
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the swordmaster. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Ladies! Ladies! The war dance is upon us. How about we just settle it in the ring? Respectfully and fair and square. I'm saying ladies because you're acting like a lady right now.
Yeah, I'm up for that. And if I kick your butt, you'll drop out of the war dance. Deal?
No.
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true.
Spicy soup fox. You have come in a very opportune time.
Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
This is Mr. I don't want to butcher his name.
This is Mr. Jiaoqiu, the healer working for the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
I thought it was going to be Mose, not gonna lie. I'm surprised. Okay.
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the general's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying,
I'd love to see more of Mose.
sautéing,
He's probably here
boiling,
right
deep
now.
frying, in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with.
Like, he's probably here right now. He's just invisible. His special stealth cloaking abilities.
It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. Apprentice.
I'm hungry.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Aren't you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Xianzhou Yaoqing is called the Rancha School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the General's cook?
I'm a healer.
I'm a healer.
A cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor. Fine. Call me a cook if you want. Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
Why suddenly getting all serious with kids? Seems like he just got offended.
Seriously? Trying to save face in front of kids? Ugh.
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No.
No?
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Kadabra? Alakazam?
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects. This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Underhanded tricks.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. 2 individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive.
You know, I love when he opens his eyes when he gets serious. I love like when they do that, like when they have their eyes closed majority of the time when they're talking, but there's serious moments when they open their eyes and you see like their serious expressions. I love that in a character.
Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing. Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yun Li and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
I also like the fact that he's voiced by Rengoku, the voice actor for Rengoku 2. I didn't realize that when I first, because I did try him out when he first came out, but I never really put two and two together until like when I actually got him, and then I'm like listening to his voice lines, and I'm like, he sounds like Rengoku from Demon Slayer. And now I like him even more. Because his voice, because the Rengoku in Demon Slayer was just awesome.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
The plot thickens.
What's up, Mr. Zhao Cho?
No, it's nothing.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Luofu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences.
I'm like taking photos of all these different images that I'm seeing. It's like, oh, these are all so good.
Tomorrow, when the bell rings
I love it.
The ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of Xianzhou Luofu, standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids. I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard. Even in the thick of battle, facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared. Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent, and just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Zhao Cho meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the General's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the General could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason.
I'm going to go now. Sorry I'm tired, plus a rough day as well. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, for sure, dude. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good night, and don't let the Twitter thing bother you. It's just a social media stuff. You have all the work already on your phone and everything. As long as you post it, you have a backup and all our stuff, it'll be okay. And plus you can just keep drawing and keep making better things. So as long as you keep doing it, it'll all work out. Have a good night, dude. How about ready to wrap up as well?
After talking with you, Mr. Jiao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yenqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
300 years old!
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
300 years old!
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yenqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again?
I am a healer. This is going to be a recurring gag, I can tell you.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yenqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather. I want to win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yenqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two you.
What happened, Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
You are
It's getting
unworthy.
late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
He didn't even wish March luck because he said you too. He didn't even mention March.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream that he didn't even ask me.
Unworthy.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. Alright, I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
Alright. Good story, good story. I'm pretty excited to actually go through the next section. However, that is going to conclude the stream for today. Thank you guys so much for sticking around and choosing my stream to, you know, chill out and enjoy. So, I am going to find someone to raid. If you're on Twitch, please stay on and show them some love if you wish. I hope you will. Let me see who we got. Let us... Oh. Let's see, we got Kokaz is actually streaming Repo. So let's join them. So if you're in Twitch, be sure to give them some love and give them a follow. And I will see you guys in the next one. Stay wholesome, my friends.
Oh! Wow, thank you for the raid! Mushin Gaming ASMR, thank you for the raid! How is your gaming? And how is your ASMR? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh. You're welcome. I'm alive? Oh, thank you.
Don't grab the duck. They grab you.
Sorry.
Inappropriately.
Sorry. Thank you for the rainbow wish, Ed. Sigma.
Dumping on you too. Like right there.
Oh my god. Super Sigma. Okay, so
Keep on
don't.
getting away, tempting you to touch them.
Oh my god. Okay. Thank you for the reel. Begging for you to touch them real. Okay. Okay, right. How is your gaming, Musha? Is that 2 ducks? Is that what I'm looking at right now? Okay, there's nothing. This map seems kind of bare. Why am I so short? Can I get taller? Okay.
Oh shit!
What? What the fuck is that? What? Oh shit, it's a revolving door. Oh my god!
God damn, I almost fucking died.
Oh my god. What was that? What was that? What the fuck am I playing? I haven't seen it. I didn't like. Oh, yes! Oh, what's that? Come here. Okay. And then I think we turn right. Here. Okay. Oh, 2 trophies. Nice. Fuck! Oh my god. Don't tell him I did that. One of these trophies is cheaper than the other. That's kind of weird.
Don't drop it. Don't drop stuff on the duck. They attack you.
Oh, so you can run away from the duck?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. I feel that we have enough. What's this? It's boarded up. Finally, got to meet the boardhead. Oh my god! Oh, Melon Lord, what's up? Oh, yes. Of course I remember Melon Lord. Quack! Hi, Aki! Oh, I see you in Discord. What's up, Aki? Oh my god, Melon Lord, I didn't know you changed your name. Yes, of course I remember you, bro. We're mutuals, like, for forever. How you been? I have actually 1 boarhead to make that I need to finish. What is this? Door? What does this mean? Is this where we